All right. I think we could get started. I am going to kick us off here. Welcome, everyone, again. Really happy to have you here. I'm David Snyderman. I lead product marketing for Mapbox for our nav and auto areas. And in my session, this session here, my counterpart Marco Leal will be talking about all the things we've been up to since last year at Mapbox and Navigation. And the answer is it's a lot. So we've got an action-packed session here. He's going to lead us through an overview of all the cool stuff. Not to fear, there will be sessions throughout the week that dive deep into some of these topics. So you can get more detail on those. But before we dive in, let me just go over a few details here. This session and all the build sessions are being recorded. So just so you know, you'll also be able to view this after the event, and we'll post that later. We will be taking questions for Q&A if there's time, we hope. So if you, on the bottom of your Zoom screen, there's a Q&A feature, that button there. If you click that, you can ask questions in the Q&A. Also, down there, you'll see a CC button if you want closed captions in this session. There's multiple languages you can choose from. So go ahead and turn that on if you want. And this session and all the others will be available throughout the week in our Zoom event lobby. So make sure to check that out to catch up on anything you missed. I think that is it. So with that, Marco, I will pass it over to you and take it away.
Thanks, David. Hi, everyone. I'm Marco Leal. I'm the Director of Product for Navigation here at Mapbox. It's a pleasure to be here today to tell a little bit about what's new with Mapbox Navigation, like the cool stuff we've been working on over the last year. So just a brief overview of some of the topics I'll be covering today. And like David said, like there are plenty of other sessions throughout the conference that will give you a lot more details about all of these. I'll just be covering them high level so you can get a sneak peek into some of the cool things you'll be looking into in the following sessions. So starting with just an overview for Mapbox Navigation, for some of you who might be unfamiliar, this is your first time attending Build. So Mapbox provides really a comprehensive location intelligence solutions across various industries. And we have a particularly strong focus on the automotive and the on-demand logistics sectors, ODL. In the automotive industry, Mapbox delivers in-car technology that empowers automakers to innovate on the digital experiences on their cars, like enabling seamless navigation and just generically build safer and more efficient vehicles. Mapbox automotive offerings include an embedded experience with live maps, navigation, traffic, search, like everything that you'd expect of a modern platform like this. Mapbox also provides autopilot maps for ADAS, so Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, and L2 Plus autonomous driving systems, as well as 3D live navigation. You'll see more about it later, where we can actually fuse sensor data from the cars with detailed 3D maps, solutions for EV charging and integrated payments, and support for companion apps that enhance the consumer engagement with the vehicle. For ODL, on-demand logistics, Mapbox offers an end-to-end solution designed to elevate the delivery experience for all the stakeholders involved, like the drivers, the merchants, and the customers. Our platform provides a suite of APIs and SDKs that power every stage of the ODL journey, from food delivery to rideshare to field services and other types of verticals. And by offering these tools that improve the efficiency and tackle some of the critical challenges that this industry faces, like high operational costs and low retention, we can really help ODL businesses optimize everything from order matching to dispatching to delivery and tracking, the entire gamut of the experience. Beyond these core areas, Mapbox also enables a range of other solutions. For outdoor adventure, for example, this can include detailed topographic maps, trail navigation, and location-based services for exploring natural environments. In travel and transportation, Mapbox powers everything from public transit apps and ride-sharing platforms to airline and hotel booking systems, providing accurate mapping, routing, and location data that can enhance the user experience. In essence, Mapbox acts as an innovation partner, not just a vendor. We really want to collaborate, or we really look forward to collaborating with our customers in both the automotive and ODL to really co-invent solutions that continuously advance the location, our customers' location platforms to really deliver superior experiences. When it comes to automotive solutions, there's a lot that we do on this space, and you see some examples there on screen, like things like 3D navigation, and you'll see a little bit more. I'll be talking about our 3D live navigation, which fuses sensor data with detailed 3D maps to really enrich the navigation experience from start to finish with lane level guidance and ADAS alerts. We have an AI voice assistant that integrates navigation services and data for a voice-powered navigation experience. We have EV charging and payments, which is basically a solution for integrated payments, including the ability to predict range, discover verified chargers, and offer seamless plug and charge or tap to charge options. We also provide maps and SDKs to build companion apps that go along with the driving experience. As I mentioned before, Mapbox also offers autopilot maps for ADAS and L2 plus systems, which can help visualize detected objects and collision warnings and aid in more comprehensive navigation with lane level detail. And obviously, finally, obviously, we do provide analytics. We provide analytics that help our customers get in-depth metrics that really drive the product decisions and application improvements. This is just an example of some of the customers today. Like that we have currently millions of connected vehicles on the road that are using Mapbox technology to power their navigation experience across many different brands. This is what some of our customers have to say. Like, for example, we're powering the navigation experience on the new BMW X1, and BMW says that Mapbox is the best partner to power our next generation in-car navigation. Also, the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, also a Mapbox powered navigation experience, and Toyota says a Mapbox is the best navigation system we have ever had. So we're really happy when we see quotes like this from our customers and how happy they are with the type of navigation experience we're creating for their vehicles. Now, switching to ODL, to on-demand logistics, this is how we do it end to end. As you know, or you may know, these logistics marketplaces are tough and three-sided. And so think of Mapbox as an end-to-end solution, enhancing the delivery experience for drivers, restaurants or merchants, and the end customer. In ODL, we've developed specific APIs and SDKs for every single step of the ODL fulfillment journey, whether it be food delivery, rideshare, micromobility, field service operations, or any other sort of similar vertical. In that journey, it's really all about how small incremental improvements at scale can have a very significant impact on the industry's key challenges. And for example, you see here what a typical consumer journey or a typical journey, because this focus on all the three sides, what the typical journey looks like. So for example, with delivery, it begins with an end customer searching for a restaurant on a map. Then our customer can use the Mapbox search tool to help their end users find a restaurant on a map and place their initial order. Once an order has been placed, Mapbox can then help the customer locate their available drivers, get them a notification include all the order details, including pickup and drop-off locations. And once the order is with the driver, using our Navigation SDK, we help our customers keep the drivers inside their application, so they don't go to a third-party navigation to navigate, and really provide them real-time notifications along their route to help increase their efficiency, which hopefully is what leads to more orders per hour. And then finally, through our Matrix API and Maps SDK, we can provide reliable ETAs and visualization on the maps to the end user to ensure that they're in the loop from order to delivery. You can see here some examples also of some customers whom we that are using our solutions, and we really save our customers time, money, and millions of miles per year. And here you have three of the many positive outcomes we've achieved for some of the industry leaders, companies like DoorDash, whose mission is to provide the best possible delivery experience for customers and partners. So working together with DoorDash, we understand that better ETA accuracy results in higher in a better customer experience and a more stickier experience all around the marketplace. So saves money, boosts the retention for dashers, merchants and restaurants, and customers. Very early in our relationship, we were able to show them that an 18% improvement in ETA accuracy via optimized routes and traffic actually influenced ETA calculation. So they were able to get an 18% improvement in ETA accuracy. Volt, also a food delivery company based out of Finland. They operate in the EU and Asia. And it's interesting because Volt has a 15-minute SLA, so they will refund you a late fee if they miss that SLA. So they use our geocoding to enhance the pickup and delivery locations for their deliveries, which minimizes any time lost due to incorrect addresses and improves the first time delivery success. Basically, for every $1 Volt spends on Mapbox services, they save $2 in late fees because with us, they do a better job of meeting their 15 minutes SLA. So said differently, this is a 2x ROI for them via reduced churn and refunds. And then for a company completely different vertical, Kraken Tech. So they're a field services operation of smart meter installations for EV-only fleets in EMEA and North America. So using our route optimization and navigation, they have significantly increased the number of daily jobs that they complete, and they increased that by 167%. So these are more daily jobs completed via efficient scheduling and routing. So ultimately, this is why customers choose Mapbox Navigation. It's all about the quality of experience, really being able to create that tailored experience that matches their brand, the rapid time to value, because we really help our customers build these sophisticated solutions and offerings without having to reinvent the wheel. And it's also about ownership and control. It's always our customers own their own roadmap, and they own their customer data. And so these are just three of many reasons why customers choose Mapbox. And some of these aspects are particularly relevant, like for automotive OEMs. They can really get rapid, high quality results and maintain 100% ownership of the digital ecosystem. Now, switching gears a little bit to the Navigation UX framework and why you might want to build with Navigation UX framework. So navigation, when you really start breaking it down, it is an inherently complex product with multiple gates and stages throughout the process, plus other ancillary processes happening throughout each of the different phases. And each phase demands unique interfaces, perspectives, and data, all the way from search to arrival. So Mapbox Navigation SDK can handle this complexity through two different ways. One, a ready-to-use UX framework, or two, a lower-level SDK that provides capabilities that give you the most flexibility. And basically offering these two options is ultimately a decision of our customers depending exactly on what goals they want to achieve. So when you look at the Mapbox navigation architecture, you can see that the Mapbox Navigation SDK is really a comprehensive, flexible toolkit for building navigation experiences that can be tailored to various application requirements. It's a package of software libraries that run on a client device and allows our customers to build bespoke navigation experiences within their own products. So some of the highlights here are the modular architecture. So the SDK features a multi-layered design that separates business logic, rendering, and UI components, which in turn allows developers to choose elements based on their specific needs. There's also a lot of customization flexibility. So developers can start with pre-built components and add custom elements as needed, which then minimizes their development effort while still maximizing the control they can have over the experience. We offer full cross-platform support. So the SDK is designed for both Android and iOS platforms with unified core layers in C++, ensuring that there is consistent functionality and easy integration. It also has the ability to scale to support other platforms like Linux and Flutter. When it comes to reliability, the release also adds runtime infrastructure that increases the smoothness and the reliability of navigation. And the SDK also offers offline capabilities like predictive caching and offline regions. So allowing the apps to work without internet access by downloading map and navigation data beforehand. So the navigation UX framework actually sits on top of all of these. So the navigation UX framework is a collection of flexible and customizable UI components and user flows. It operates on top of the other Mapbox SDKs for maps, search, AI assistant, and navigation, and really delivers a seamless navigation for drivers. The main goal of the Mapbox Navigation UX framework is to enable OEMs to build and deploy an embedded application quickly and then rapidly customize UI components and user flows to meet whatever their unique requirements and design. So OEMs can deploy production-ready automotive navigation on day one and then evolve it at their own pace. They can start with our comprehensive UI that meets all the industry standards you'd expect out of the box, customize it to match their needs, and then if they prefer to dive deep into the core APIs for complete control. So the Mapbox UX framework really gives the freedom to build the exact navigation experience that each OEM's drivers want. And see, this is the decision between UX framework or core SDK framework. UX framework is all about building something to rapidly launch your navigation application. It provides end-to-end navigation experience, Mapbox services or data sources, customizable pre-built elements, full UI theming, and we're really talking about rapid results in periods as short as days to weeks to go into production. Core SDK framework, on the other hand, is about building anything, full flexibility to leverage your own customized navigation UI elements. So this provides low-level navigation events, directions, routing, but there is no UI. The focus is all about core navigation. The UX integration in this case falls on you as a developer or the customer, but you do get full flexibility. Obviously, with flexibility comes a longer time to market. So here we might be talking about multiple months to production. This is the trade-off between speed and flexibility that the UX framework can provide over the core SDK framework. So why should you use the UX framework? Well, there are many good reasons. And we've kind of alluded to a few, like time to deploy. You can get up and running quickly with an integrated high-quality navigation experience. It's a best-in-class user experience. We really leverage proven navigation UX principles that really ensure an intuitive and user-friendly experiences. You can customize it, modify the experience to match your brand. You can upgrade, so updates, features, and improvements from Mapbox, reducing maintenance and load. And then it has several unique features that I'll cover really quickly here, so to give you a glance. Oh, sorry, before that, just showing that this is really compatible with all types of displays and aspect ratios, so it automatically adapts. So some of the experiences, and I'll go over through these relatively quickly, but you can find a lot of information about this in other sessions, even on our website. So search and discovery, destination preview and details, ability to do multi-stop route planning and calculating alternatives, active guidance, driver notifications about all sorts of things happening throughout your route, and the arrival experience, showing you how to actually do like from the last mile walking route. And then there's also some very unique features that is how we create differentiation to some of the other players in the market, like the EV experience, Map GPT, the voice-activated AI copilot, offline navigation, dynamic weather overlays, theming and customization, so really, really flexible on how the application can be themed, internationalization and localization, AI assistant, the personality and appearance. You can really customize what it looks like and what its personality is. Data customization, so bringing in data from other sources. Now, I want to talk about some of the new things. And like I said, there will be sessions dedicated that will cover these in much more detail. So look forward to those throughout the rest of the week. So one thing that we've just introduced is enhanced traffic visualizations. I'm really excited to share that we're rolling out this new styling for Mapbox Traffic that makes important details easier to see at a glance. These changes were inspired directly from developer feedback about what would make our traffic style look better. So when you compare the before and after, the difference is actually quite staggering. Traffic is now much easier to see. The traffic lines are actually wider, have an outline, they stand out more in the background. As you zoom in, the traffic layer becomes more detailed, showing shorter and more detailed segments of traffic conditions. And we now also show green segments when there is no congestion. One thing that is really important that we just introduced is what we call dynamic subsegmenting. So we can now show traffic conditions more precisely on the segment of road that is being affected. You might have noticed that in the past, a long road segment might appear to have congestion when it's only a small segment of that road that was affected. So dynamic subsegmenting prevents averaging the traffic flow and lets us do more precise pinpoint in bottlenecks in yellow, orange, and red. Now, 3D live navigation. This is something really cool that we've been working on. It's about offering an integrated navigation experience that is fused with live sensor data. So combines the traditional navigation and situational awareness view and it's based on lane level detail and augmented with rich 3D elements, and including offering things like lane guidance, visualization of camera detections, ADAS alerts. And actually, I'll skip some of these because we're running short on time. I want to show you a really cool demo where you can see a lot of these things in action. But there will be more sessions about 3D live navigation. I definitely encourage you to watch those. But just to give you a cool preview of what you might see. So you see some examples there of lane guidance, ADAS information, and you actually get to see what the experience looks like compared with the windshield view and what you would see on the main display of your navigation. See the really cool 3D rendered elements, trees, buildings, everything. The other cars, obviously, getting from getting that information from the sensors on the car. And this is really what helps us create a very distinctive and very unique experience for our customers. See like the cool 3D 3D lanes with different elevation. Yeah, there's a lot to make. There's going to be a session dedicated to these, and you'll be able to see there exactly all the different things, all the different cool things we can do with 3D live navigation. Now, there's a subproduct of 3D live navigation, which is 3D lane guidance. And basically, this is 3D live navigation, but for the masses. So unlike 3D live navigation, this 3D lane guidance, it's like we call it HD Lite. So it does not depend on any particular positioning or localization mechanism. And as long as there is a sufficiently accurate position, we can transpose this on the fly to the HD road network. So here's also a cool example. See, you still get all the same benefits, the cool 3D visualizations, the buildings. Obviously, what you don't get is the exact positioning on the lane, or obviously because there's no vehicle sensors involved, you don't see the other vehicles on the road aren't represented. But everything else, you get the exact same experience that you do with 3D live navigation using what we call this 3D lane guidance. Also really cool experience, and again an excellent differentiator for some of our customers. Like for example, you see the really cool 3D rendered buildings. Everything is represent. So basically, same experience, just not no sensors to include it. And now, just to wrap it up really quickly, because we're running out of time, talk a little bit about the Mapbox Feedback Agent. And immediately after this, there is going to be a session completely dedicated to this one. So encourage you to go there. I'll just show you very quickly what this is. So the Feedback Agent really allows our users to provide detailed, voice-driven feedback in natural language. So allowing them to report any kind of hazards, data issues, or even concerns about the app really quickly and safely. And obviously, for our customers, we provide the Feedback Explorer, which is a new application available through the Mapbox Developer Console. It allows then the developers to browse, filter, and review all the submitted feedback in a secure way. Developers, and this is really important, can also create custom feedback categories specific to their applications. And I'll show you an example just to wrap up our session of what this would look
Picture
like.
this, a community where your users assist each other, streamlining deliveries and reducing frustration.
Hey Dash, I want to report that the delivery entrance to this building is on the side.
It's as simple as speaking. Your feedback is instantly mapped, shared, and used to improve the experience for others. For developers, this data is invaluable. Crowdsourced insights, seamlessly integrated to enhance navigation and user safety. Your voice solves problems and shapes better maps for the community. With Mapbox Feedback Agent, let's create maps that listen.
So here's just a cool example of how the feedback agent can be used using natural voice. It automatically categorizes the feedback into categories, whether it's about data or hazards, or even something very specific related with the application itself, like in this example. And this ends my presentation. I was a little bit over, but I hope I gave you a good glance of what is navigation and what's coming and some of the cool things you'll be able to see throughout the rest of build.
Marco, let me just jump in here. First of all, I am so impressed. You got through all of that and down to the minute. So well done,
Thank
and
you.
really great stuff too. So we have just a minute left, and to give folks time to join the next session. So let me ask a question that we received. For ODL use cases, do we support different kinds of modes like scooters, bikes, pedestrians, cars?
Yes, we do. We do support it. So the Navigation SDK supports profiles for different types of vehicles, like a four-wheeler, two-wheeler, large vehicles. So yes, cycling. So yeah, we do support that as well. It is part. If you look through the documentation, just do a quick search on the APIs. You'll be able to see some examples of how we do that.
Okay, excellent. And that is all the time we have. Thank you, everyone, for joining our session. We will remember this will be recorded, or we'll have the recording posted a little bit later today, so you can watch it again if you need. And thank you for joining Build with Mapbox. We'll see you at the next one.
Thanks, everyone.